Hello, travellers. Welcome to the Jade Frog Tavern. Grab a drink and come warm yourself by the fire.
Hi, I'm Gemma.
And I'm Will.
Oh, what a beautiful voice. How are you doing today, my love?
I'm doing very well, thank you. I'm extremely full. We have eaten plentifully.
Eating so much new food, and my mouth is on fire.
Yes, too much spicy food
Too
for
much
you.
spicy food, but we are drinking many a wines, and our tavern keeper's made us a special drink that I'm very excited to drink that's also very spicy.
Yes. Made from Darkspawn
Blood!
no less.
It's thick and it's goopy as
It's
it should be.
delicious. And yes, and what is the subject of today's discussion?
It's my happy place, my comfort zone. We're talking about Dragon Age Origins, and it is a game that shaped me in many ways.
It shaped you.
It shaped me and my...
Turned you into the woman you are today.
Oh, very much. The elf lover I am. The man and woman lover I am.
Oh, well, say no more. No, keep going. Yes, well, I actually tried to play this game a very long time ago and thought it was a bit shit. So
It's a bit old.
it is a bit old.
2012, I think.
Yeah, so I then had to go and play it.
Forced you, strapped you down,
You didn't
tied
force
you.
me. You didn't force me. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it a lot.
Yeah,
I enjoyed it a
it's-
lot. And yeah, it's a
aged
fantastic
well.
game.
It's
It's
somewhat
aged well compared to a lot of other games at the moment. No, it's a fantastic game, and I had a really good time.
Lots of side quests, lots of boobs.
That's an order of greatness. Side quests, then boobs.
That's really important. They keep my attention. Especially
Fantastic.
the brood mother with 7 tits, well, way more than 7 pairs of tits.
Spoilers. Come
Sorry, I'm so excited.
No.
But the main thing I'd like to talk today is, could you and me survive the Grey Warden joining? No, is the quick answer.
No, I don't think I could either.
I'm an indoor child. But in this imaginary fantasy world where there are elves, there are dwarves, there are Kinari, and you could be any of them, because no one's a human, because that's fucking boring.
I want to be human.
Well, okay, you're boring.
Oh, come on. Come on.
I'm easily going to say I'm an elf, and I would love to be a wood elf because, you know, the classic Legolas fantasy. I've got to have it with my long blonde hair boys.
God. Simping over those blonde-haired
Hey,
elves.
tell me that an unattractive, long-haired elven man. There isn't one. There isn't.
Probably not, no. It'd be against elf law, I imagine.
Right? I'd even take the long-haired humans, you know. Geralt, you've got Draco's dad. Draco when he gets older.
You like the older ones, do you?
Oh, yes, I like a bit of daddy.
I like the at least 1,000-year-old elves.
Oh, yes.
That's what really get me going.
What about you, then?
Well, for my playthrough, I chose a dwarf
Classic.
because who wouldn't want to be a dwarf? They're
Right.
stocky, they're hardy,
They can drink.
they can drink. Yes, that's true, and there's nothing that they can't handle. You know, they're ready for anything. And if anyone tries to give them shit for their size, then you
whack
headbutt
them
right in the balls.
Yes,
So-
perfect height.
Exactly. Yeah.
And just challenge
There's
them.
just something about the dwarves that I love. It's probably the beards, the mighty
Yes.
beards.
The braids
They're my
and
favourite.
the runes. Ugh.
And if it wasn't that, it'd probably be a human. But since they're beetle, we can't be humans. That's just not allowed. So yeah, I would be a dwarf because I feel like they have a bit more constitution, which is what I lack in real life.
Yes, this is very true.
I'm falling apart, literally falling apart.
And I'm lacking in the height from elves. I just want to be a tall boy, and I'm not.
I just want to be a tall boy.
Yes, with the long flowing hair and the
Okay.
pecs. Ugh.
I see. Very good.
So, at the start of the game, once you've had your little intro and you've been captured by the wonderful Duncan, who is the perfect elf.
Oh, Duncan. Oh, what a voice.
He was the first crush. Why couldn't he be there?
Oh, Duncan. I was so sad when he left us. But
for the good.
for,
It's fine.
for the good of the Grey Wardens. So
forever
Alistair
be missed.
could lead us.
He doesn't lead us. What are you on about?
No, he helps.
He
helps.
stands there and just goes, "You go first.
Yeah.
You go do everything. You say everything."
He's nothing compared to Duncan, though.
No, but do end up always marrying Alistair, because who doesn't want to be a queen?
Me, I was a boy dwarf.
You could have been a king with him.
Well, there was none of that in my options.
No, I don't think it lets you do that. But we can fan service it.
For sure.
Yeah, because, Alistair, if you're an elf in it, just puts you as off as you can be my side bitch, but you can't be queen. I remember doing that and just crying. Being like, I love you so much, Alistair. Fine.
He's such a nerd. Alistair is a nerd.
Yeah.
And you can't tell me otherwise.
He is. He's the biggest nerd.
So yeah.
Duncan has found you. He has grabbed you and he's taken you to Ostagar. And when you arrive there, you see this wonderful big city. You get to meet King Caelan.
Oh, King Caelan.
I wish he was around for longer.
Yeah. He's a very jolly fellow, isn't he?
He feels like we're going to do great.
Happy-go-lucky.
I wish I had that optimism in life. Yeah, we're going to kill them all and it's fine. And we're going to fly on griffins. Never seen a fucking griffin in my life.
or in the game.
No, they're just not there anymore.
But he's full of himself. He loves it. He's like, yeah, we're gonna wipe them all out, and then we'll be back home for dinner in no time.
And then Logain's there being like, the rest of us like, it's not gonna work.
I
guys.
am an asshole. My name is Logain.
I've been through this before. We will fail.
He's a knob, definitely.
He has reason to be.
Well.
Like, he's had a rough time going.
He's
still a knob.
Great voice acting. Well, yeah, throughout all of Dragon Age,
All
the
of
voice acting probably carries it throughout the whole thing.
Yes, every voice sings me to sleep.
We meet King Caelan. Caelan?
Oh no, King.
Have I made you forget? Have I made you doubt yourself?
Let's call him Cain. It's not right, but
King Cain.
King Cain. It sounds fun to say.
I thought it was Caelan.
It's Kings of the Sea. That's as much as I remember now. Okay, it's fine. We meet the king. He's cool.
We meet the king.
And then we meet Logain, and then we get...
He's a knob.
Introduced to all the different sections. You meet the mages. You meet the Mabari. Do you save the Mabari? Do you go out?
Do you save the Mabari? Of course you will save the Mabari.
I panicked and thought you looked confused then, and I was like, oh. Do you go get the flower for him and bring it in, and the Mabari's yours?
Even if you don't know what the flower is.
It's a white flower, it's fine.
Do whatever you can to save the Mabari.
Good.
He's a big tonk dog.
Best boy. It was so hard not bringing him on everyone when you had to replace him with a whole NPC character that can talk.
Yeah, it's like, should I take the dog who can bite stuff?
It's like,
or
no.
I could take a wizard or an actual fighting person. And you have to have Alistair and Morrigan the whole time because their conversations are incredible. They're the best.
I
Just
love
hearing
them.
bitch talk each other the entire time is one of my highlights of the game throughout.
I didn't get on my first few playthroughs. I didn't really see much of Liliana because I always played an archer. So that's what she is. So I always was like, well, I don't need you. I'm better. And so I always had, who did I have? Alistair, Morrigan, and I think I generally brought Sten.
Big boy.
Big boy.
Big boy. Kunari?
Yeah, he's a Kunari.
Yeah.
They obviously look way different in all the other games and stuff, but I liked his design. He was cool. He was grumpy. He liked cookies. That was probably my favourite voice line. He's like, I don't like much of your Thedas lands, but your cookies, they are great.
Are you saying cookies or cookies?
Cookies. Sorry.
It sounds like you're saying cookies.
Maybe I
That's
am.
something completely different.
Sorry,
Sten
but no,
likes a good cookie. Yummy.
So, we've decided we're healing the dog.
We're healing the dog, obviously. We're healing the dog. Come on.
But Duncan gets to meet. You introduce you to Alistair, who's a very good boy, and you also get to meet Sir Jory and Davith, who are very nervous, seem a bit odd, seem a bit sketchy. Yeah. Didn't really get on with either of them. Was quite happy, to be off with them very shortly. And he asks you to get 3 vials of dark blood spawn.
That's right.
And so it's your first time. Like in my backstory in my head for being a wood elf, I was like, oh, this is fine. I've killed boars before. I could kill some darkspawn. And then the first time seeing them, I remember just being like, this is the most disgusting creature I've ever seen in my life. So realistically, if I had a bow and arrow, I'd be very far away trying to shoot them, but probably just let Davith and that, go for it, and I'll just kind of sneakily afterwards be like, I'll just scoop this into a bowl.
Oh, for sure. It works for you if you're far away with your bow and arrow, just sniping them. Yeah. But if I'm a dwarf and I'm up there with my battle axe,
you having a battle
in the
axe?
Front,
2 battle axes or 1 big great axe?
I'd probably do 2. Because if it's me in dwarf form, I'd still be extremely weak.
So you need both of them to
So-
try and dent them.
Exactly. I need those 2 axes. I need all the help I can get. But yeah, I'd probably be terrified if
Yeah,
it was
I think I
actually
would
me in there.
literally piss myself.
Oh god, they are horrific, disgusting creatures. And they have a nice variety of what they look like
And
as
smells,
well.
I'm sure.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, because
definitely.
the genlocks are the big taller ones, and
That's
they
right.
are. I hate them. So much. 'Cause they just charge at you, and you're like, "Oh my god, you're getting bigger. Your ticket is still getting bigger." And then just backflip away. It's fine because I'm that
You
acrobatic.
can do a backflip?
No, but my character in my head can.
Your character can, okay.
But I can't. But I'd look cool as fuck.
I see. But then there'll be no backflipping for me. I'm too small. Far too small.
A little cartwheel with your axes.
But
that's fine.
yeah, it's awful. Awful fighting those horrific creatures.
So
And
you
if that was
mentioned-
me in real life, I would probably just let Davith and Jory fight
Just
them
do everything,
as
yeah.
well.
And they'll probably die because in the playthrough I did, they just kept dying.
Oh, really?
They just run in, hit them, and then you get the voice lines of just being like, "Oh my god, this is terrifying."
That's the thing I found. Eventually I switched because I wanted to just not that I wanted to get through it like it was a chore.
It is a chore.
But I ended up just switching it to easy because I just like
Yeah.
some parts. Wizard Tower, Mage's Tower.
Fuck that
That
place.
was when I switched it to easy because I need to get through this. Else it's
Yeah.
not going to happen. This isn't going to happen. But yeah, it was tough in some places.
Yeah, it's because it's clearly set out where some of it wants you to do the tactical bit, not just the hack and slash modes.
Yeah.
And the tactical thing does not. It's not fun unless you're playing it on the computer, which I wasn't. I was playing it on the Xbox.
No, I played it on the Xbox too.
Yep, and it just does not work well. You just spend ages to do one move. If you're playing on the computer, fine,
Yeah.
easy. But nah. So
No.
I just, I did the same. I found as soon as I had mages, I was just like, it's fine. AoE everything and just stand back and snipe them.
Yeah.
That was my way of going through. If Alistair died, it's fine. He'll just knock you. He'll get back up afterwards.
Exactly,
He's fine.
exactly. He doesn't need to live. Just Morrigan will just solo it all. And it's fine.
Literally. But yeah, so
So-
you eventually get the blood.
Yeah.
And then you're wandering around, and Duncan's also asked you to get some weird ass treaties out of a chest, which is like, dude, I don't know you, but sure.
Yeah.
I'll
But we
find
need
you
these
some-
treaties.
They're really important, and I'm going to entrust you, this stranger that I've just kidnapped from someplace, to get these most important documents. And you get there's an old tower, and you're just like, cool. Oh, the chest is unlocked. Oh, it's not there. I wonder what we're going to do.
Empty chest.
Always empty chest.
Yeah.
And then swoops in a wonderful naked lady who can talk sweet nothings to me any day.
Morrigan.
Oh, if only
Morrigan.
she was gay. I can't do it. I can't play a male in those games, and I was just not going to do it for her. But she should be. She should have been with me.
And then opens up with some of the best dialogue that you have in the entire game between
Yes.
Morrigan and Alistair.
Swooping is bad.
Swooping is bad. Yes. I hadn't laughed out loud at a game in a very long time until I heard that.
It's true though. Swooping is bad
Swooping is bad. That
in
is
any context.
incredible. And if you've never played Dragon Age or can't remember, I implore you to just go on YouTube and just type "swooping is
It's bad.
and you will find it instantly. And it is one of the best voice lines in a game ever.
Yeah,
It's
I was
incredible.
also just very distracted by her outfit design.
Oh, well, yeah. I bet you were. So if that was you in real life there, you would have
I'd
just
be drooling. I'd be on my hands and knees kissing them feet.
throw away the treaties.
I don't
we don't
care,
need
I'm
any
yours.
of that. Darkspawn Blood, we don't need that.
Dragon blood, we don't need that
Take me
either.
back to your place. Come
Literally.
on over to my place with Morrigan.
Yeah, you've got a mum? Cool. Let's all go. I'm sure she's hot as
So
well.
you're teaming with Flemeth.
Yeah.
Oh,
She's
no.
old. She knows what she's doing.
She's experienced. I'll give you that.
Yeah, and in the later game, she gets horns. It's even better. Oh, yeah.
So yeah, we have a nice interaction with Morrigan.
Yeah, and then you're like, cool, thanks for the trees. See you later. We'll go back. You give them all to Duncan. You fix the dog. Everybody's happy.
You fix the dog.
You fix
It's like almost like you're neutering him.
Yeah.
You fixed him.
Okay, you give him a flower that makes him not become Darkspawny-esque.
Dead.
Yeah,
Darkspawny and
you
dead.
save him.
I like how the handler as well has no clue how to deal with
Deal
the
with
dog.
it,
He's
and
just
it's
like,
like-
yeah, there's a flower somewhere. It's like, well, you're the handler.
Go get it.
Go and get the flower. No,
You need to do it.
You look like a main character.
Yeah.
Go and get my flower.
You don't have NPC hair. Talking about that, the other people that they did have in Ostagar that you don't see anywhere else are the like Mabari people who are, the humans that are covered in war paint. And they have the dogs. And they are like, yeah, we're so cool, we're so powerful, we're entwined with our Mabaris. And then you never see them for the rest of the game again.
I don't even remember them.
They're right near, as soon as you leave to go into like the wild area, they're right on the left. They're keeping guard and they have loads of dogs. Oh, wow. And they're just mean to you. It's fine. But
God, you remember this a lot better than I do.
And it's been...
How many times did you play this through, do you reckon?
13.
13
I completed it 13 times. And guess how many different changes I did? I chose the same thing. Every time. I tried.
Wow.
Okay, no, I lie. I did have one human run through. Ooh, I know. Because I wanted to marry Alistair. I wanted to be the queen. I couldn't hack it.
Let me be your queen,
Let me be your
Alistair,
queen, please. With the human playthrough, though.
Yeah.
Don't know why, but I do know why, but you get you get a Mabari straight away. So it's a different Mabari that you heal.
No.
Yeah. So, because you come from like the Kuzlan family house, and it's a massive estate,
okay.
and your parents have Mabaris. So the intro to that one is basically like, oh God, what's his name? Logain's kind of like, it's not Nathaniel Howe. It's something, Mr. Howe, but he's got black hair. But he's
a man who's voiced by Tim Curry.
Yes. That guy, he comes and kills all your family.
Oh, does he?
Yeah. So, you have...
a prick.
I know. So when you play that playthrough, you have a bit more vendetta against Logain and stuff.
Oh, that's fair. Because, he is a knob the entire game.
Yeah, he's a twat. But, so when you start with that, you then escape. Your parents sacrifice themselves by locking them in, and they show you through a secret hatch, and you and your dog go through the hatch, and Duncan's like, come on, I'll save you, because Duncan nearly died by the queue as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because Duncan protects your family, and he's like, I'll avenge your parents, I won't let your name go down in vain.
Oh.
So that one's a lot more like, I feel like it's the canon storyline.
That makes a lot of sense, considering how it sets up as Logain being the main enemy and stuff.
100%.
That's cool. Yeah, no, mine was just dwarfs.
Yes.
I was growing up in the ghetto.
Oh, yes, because you were like a street rat.
I was a street rat ghetto dwarf. And eventually betrayed by my best friend.
It's always the way. Stabbed in the back.
Yeah. Bastard, you bastard.
Oh, the wood elf one's quite nice. In retrospect, out of all of the city elf one.
I did try that one as well. Oh, yeah, the city elves had a bad time.
Yeah.
But the wood elves is good.
It's nice, except for Tamlin, Tamlin does come back, though.
Rendon Howe.
That's his name. I knew it was a Howe because in the second game you meet his brother.
Oh, is he?
And he's
well?
No, he's great. He's great. He's lovely. You save him, but you don't have to save him. You could leave him to dead out of like vengeance. But
that's the great thing about Dragon Age. All the choices, all the fantastic choices,
and they actually change each game. Like they affect like when you're playing Dragon Age 2, you hear about your warden and all that stuff. Yeah, and especially with Inquisition as well. You get to meet your Dragon Age 2 main character in Inquisition, so you get to see them, so you get to remake them. And some of the decisions you have to make in Inquisition is brutal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not good at decisions.
Oh, no,
I was terrible playing through DragonAge because I had to. There were some points where I really wanted to look up stuff.
Yeah.
And then I thought that some things were time sensitive, so like everything got out of hand.
There was many a times where I paused it and just cried. I was like, I don't want to make a decision right now. How about if I never make a decision? Because I can't save it. That's the annoying thing. I was really bad for saving just before decisions.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Because that's a really bad habit I do now when I play games. Is I'll constantly press F5 to save, so then I can make a decision, and then I'll reload it, make another decision, and then I'll go, okay, this one seems right. Because I
keep going back and forth,
literally. And it's no wonder all my game time for games are like triple the average person, because I've just spent reading every voice line, everything. Wow.
Yeah, if you play Dragon Age 13 times, then I'm not surprised. I
think I narrowed being able to play the whole game through and doing all the side quests in 25 hours. I was able to like get it through.
It took me a couple of weeks to play Dragon.
Yeah, no, really that's a 2-day sitting.
And I had some very long sessions, and it was just some parts of it. Mage's Tower. Yeah. Very, very painful. But
I think everybody I've asked so far, their favourite area is when you're in the dwarves and going under there. Osramar,
yeah. That was a great place.
Yeah, it's just so well thought out, and it feels just homey. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just, I just love the lore around the dwarves there.
Yeah. The whole helping that person come to the new
power
king
and the choices. I had no idea who was better because I never played a dwarf for an actual full playthrough. It's so hard without having that kind of insider knowledge of which leader's better. And I always got really sad when you got to the end of the game because I can't remember his name either, but I always used to pick the leader and it would always come at the end in the subtitles being like oh, he died. He didn't live very long. And I'm always like, oh, but he was a nice guy though.
Yeah, you pick the nice guy and then he dies, and you pick the arsehole like I did,
and he lives forever.
He lives for ages, and he goes like, right, murk the other guy straight away because I'm a dick. You know what? Get rid of that guy. So you just can't win in Dragon Age. You can't win.
No, you can never get everyone happy. The one thing I did like in Osramar though is on the bridge. There's right in the center bridge. That's the line where you could trigger all the voice lines.
Oh yeah.
So I did spend many hours just having all the party members just walking over it back and forth, just to hear all the conversation. Like, I must hear them all.
No, of course. But alas, we are not here to talk about Osramar, are we?
Sorry.
No, we can't help ourselves.
So we've got to the join-in, and we've brought him the blood, and he starts doing the fun ritual. Yes. He's shaking it up. He's doing, I don't know what the fuck he does with it. It doesn't really say. But he's like, cool, thanks for the blood. I'll see you in 5. You're going to have a ritual. And you
Take it easy.
Yeah, you just hang out with Sir Daveth. You hang out with Alistair. And eventually, he then meets you back again, and he's like, cool, here's some goblets with some tasty drink in it.
I'm sure it's fine.
I'm sure it's fine. Nothing's gonna happen.
Yeah.
And then that's when Sir Daveth and Sir Jory and Daveth, because he doesn't do it to be a sir.
So they never tell you exactly what's gonna happen when you drink the stuff.
Because they're constantly asking, like, oh, it's fine, it's just a secret, it's a trade secret, we can't tell you the recipe.
You just need to pass the test. It'll be fine.
And you're there thinking like, oh, okay, well, I've got good aim because I'm an archer. I'll be fine. But then they do start to tell you what it's like and like the meaning behind being a Grey Warden and how you're going to be linked to the Darkspawn, which is scary in its thought. I don't want to be linked to anyone at any time. But then you get to sense them in your body, so you know when they're near. And I don't want to sense them.
You can get sometimes visions of what the great
they're doing.
Evil.
Yeah, you get to see dragons in your nightmares, which that's fine. I like dragons. I'll happily see a dragon in my sleep, but I don't want to see it, hoarding over lots of people and telling me to kill them. That's not
I've
fine.
got shit to do today.
Like,
I can't have that.
I've got washing to do. I've got food to eat. I don't want to think about stabbing someone in the back right now.
I can't be having none of this dragon shit in my dreams.
Shush. I think the biggest thing I love about Dragon Age is there's actually dragons, and you don't have to kill all of them if you don't want to. No. You can leave them, and that makes me happy.
But I did.
Oh.
I killed them all.
I try and save them. I try and leave them be. If I can, I'll be like, oh, I have to go over there to kill it. Well, is there anything I need over there? No, cool, eat fine. Well, you live.
When you have to go get the ashes.
Oh,
and then have that gong right at the start, when you get out into the outer bit. I'm like, oh, there's a gong.
I want to hit that.
Straight away. Right away. Oh, dragon's here. Oh.
Well, I guess I'm going to kill it.
Fantastic. Yeah.
I don't think he drops anything of interest either.
He drops some stuff.
Oh, okay, because I've never killed him.
All right. No, he drops somebody.
I've literally hit the gong and gone, that's a dragon. And then I've gone, cool, reload save.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not doing that.
Turn back time.
I don't want to do that. That's a bad decision. That's a bad time. He's pretty. He can stay alive. But yeah, and then also you become immune to further corruption from the Darkspawn because, you get some blood on you, you lick your face, and you're like, oh, that tastes spicy. And then suddenly, you're going to die of the taint.
Die of the taint.
Well, that's what they call it, isn't it? They call it the taint, and I can't take that seriously. I'll have a bit of your taint, please, sir.
The taint is going to get getcha.
But apparently, after you do the joining, you take it down, you win, and you
take it down.
you down that drink, and you have a ravenous hunger for a period following it. So you just cannot stop eating. And I'm like, that sounds great. That's a plus.
Yeah.
That's not a con.
Well, that's it. And it works out for us, but for Sajori and Davith, it doesn't go so well for them. No,
they did.
Oh, they are very dead.
In two ways, though. It's a very nice dramatic cinematic. So it goes, I believe it's Sajori first? Is it Sajori first or is it Davith?
I would like to
I'm
think
saying
Sajori.
Davith.
Oh. But then again, I'm talking out my ass. I don't remember anything. That's all.
I'm cheating. I have notes.
Okay. Damn you with your notes.
Nah,
I did zero preparation
I didn't
apart
do
from
any...
playing the game once.
That's enough. I literally just wrote Davith dead. So I'm assuming that means he was first because I wrote it first.
Yeah,
so let's go with that. But yeah, so
okay.
he takes the first goblet. He has a face of pure delight of this is a tasty, tasty drink. And then he starts holding his throat, looking panicked, and like, oh no, falls to the floor. He did. And then obviously Duncan's like, here you go. Sajori, would you like some? And he's like, nah, I might. I'm out.
Naturally, I don't want any of that.
And we're just stood there dumbfounded, like, I can't move.
I'm a main character, and I'm going to drink this no matter what.
Yeah, I'm so strong. I do feel like I'd have the same reaction to Sajori if I just saw someone drink some poison and then go down. I'd be like,
Yeah, I guess you got to... Yeah, it's weird, though. You got to think about everything that's happened up to that point. And your
my life's worth more.
Are you transported from your life... in here,
right now. Ooh.
In the fine city of Norwich into the world of Dragon Age, and then Duncan picks you up. He comes to your house here in Norwich and he's like, you're right.
I suddenly grow ears. I suddenly get 6 feet tall.
Lady Gemma, I am Duncan and I have a much deeper voice than this usually.
Take me home, Daddy.
Very sexy.
My bedroom's upstairs.
No, Lady Gemma, we must go and become a Grey Warden, and you must drink the stanky juice.
Oh, okay. Can I smell it first?
No.
Just gonna shot it like tequila.
Yeah, it's a lot. You have to drink a lot of it.
Okay, as long as I can go last. So yeah, we watch Sajori and he's backing up. And I'll be honest, that scene shocks me every time.
Yeah.
It's so brutal. Duncan just takes him to a wall. It kind of looks romantic, and then nope. Stab right in the gut.
Runs him through. It's like you can either be a Grey Warden
or nothing,
or you can be dead. Yeah, that's right. You get no choices.
It's just because he's talking about like, I have a wife. She's pregnant. I need to go back to her, and it's just like, nah, man, I have you.
You're in Duncan's hands now.
His big soft hands.
You can't escape from Duncan with this deep boy. Oh, Duncan. So yeah, we've just seen that happen.
Yep, and then I would,
I'd
probably pee myself again.
Have a little pee.
Just a little pee.
A little pee.
Little stain. And then I'd probably close my eyes. Take it shaking, like probably spilling it all down my arm. Just like, oh no, I don't want to die.
Well, yeah, if it's either death by drinking the stuff.
Or death by stabbing.
Or by getting stabbed by Duncan. Ooh. Would you rather be stabbed by Duncan or...
Oh, is it with a sword or with something else?
Whoa.
Both at the same time?
Oh.
So it's like...
Careful.
No, I feel like I'd rather die by poison. I feel like that's quicker.
I mean, you might as well give it a go.
So, yeah, that's true.
Because there's a
50-50 chance.
Yeah, you might become a... Well, we don't know the statistics. It might be like
Well, 70-30.
Yeah, who knows?
90-10.
It might be, but
90%
if there's a chance you become a Grey Warden and go on to save the world.
After, all the Grey Wardens get completely and utterly destroyed.
Yeah, well,
You're the only one.
It's not our fault. Well, no, Alistair's with us as well.
Yeah, but he's not a Grey Warden. He's a fucking pussy.
Whether Alistair is a pussy or not is another discussion. He's a special boy. He really is.
He knows how to lick a lamppost in winter, and that's all I need to know.
Either way, we drink... I'm
drinking it. Yeah, I'll drink it.
But do you think you would pass and you would succeed?
Do I think I have enough constitution for poison? That's the question. I've never had poison, so
no.
But I can't eat spicy food, so no.
You're not great with spicy food, as we saw about an hour ago.
Nearly shat myself.
And
So,
what are you like when you get ill? Do you cope well, or do you?
My partner looks after me very well. I sit in bed and I cry. And I'm like, my world, I'm dying. The life is surrounding me. Please end it. Please end it all. But, I'm positive. I've got this. I'll go through with optimism.
Okay.
My body will betray me.
I know, yeah. Well, maybe so. And I think I would be the same kind of boat because I'm a little bit ill to begin with, and I tend to not deal with these things very well.
I'm trying to think. I've only been food poisoned. I've never had, bar a bad hangover. No drink has ever upset my stomach.
Well, no, I guess.
So
I
feel like
I have given myself alcohol. Alcohol.
I want some alcohol.
Alcohol poisoning. Welcome to alcohol poisoning. Yeah. Jazz hands.
You can't see them, but we're doing them. So
I think I would probably die. I would be.
Would it be
Davith.
nice?
I would be Davith, writhing around on the floor,
choking yourself out,
at my throat.
What would be your last words to Duncan?
It would be, it should have been you, Alistair. Even though he's already a Grey Warden.
Yep.
It should have been you. Swooping is bad would be my last words.
Some of the other things, though, you do get told when you pass. Decreased fertility. I don't know. That's fun.
I'm already there.
Don't need little ones going around, especially.
Yeah.
Next one after that is shortened lifespan of 30 years. Yeah. Average.
Oh no, what a shame.
I don't know how long an average person survives in Dragon Age. So
probably
I feel
not
like
long. I imagine it's more because it's probably based around medieval times.
Yeah.
And those guys didn't live very long.
They live into their 40s. Because how old is Duncan?
Well,
he looks 40s.
He looks about 40, 50.
So they probably, and he's alive. So
he hasn't got a grey beard. He's got a brown beard.
Yeah.
He's
got some little streaks in him. I bet.
Little grey
hidden
streaks.
if you get right into his mouth.
if you take a little close up. Yeah.
He's like, oh look, there's a green one.
So no one's living that long.
No.
Yeah. And especially if you're a Grey Warden.
Oh, I guess decreased fertility. Well, hey, more sex. It's fine. Just gonna take everyone at the camp one by one. Zevran would be all over that.
It says decreased fertility, not completely decreased fertility.
It's fine. I wouldn't survive the 9 months.
You're just out there firing off arrows.
Yeah,
pregnant. A full distended belly. Just.
It's fine.
It would be alright for me as a male dwarf. I'd be fine.
Oh. Who would be the first person you take at the camp? You've got all the NPCs.
What the whoa.
Is it Win?
Is it Win? Probably, because I ended up with her in my party because she was great with the magic.
I love her.
She was great, and she's got a great voice as well. She's very wise. She loves nature. Very cool, down to earth lady. Yeah, so it's probably gonna have to be
Tasty
Win.
Darkspawn.
I know you love Morrigan, but she's a pain in the ass to me.
Oh, yeah, that's fair. She's very not socially adept. It's probably the way to put it.
No,
she lived in the middle of the wilds with no friends.
That is fair.
So, and then when she does become your best friend, she's great. She'll protect you.
Oh, I'm sure she will. But the rest of the time, she's just a bitch.
Yeah.
The entire time.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
There we go. But will I survive the joining? Probably not. No, because I'm a frail man, and there is nothing left of me but my hopes and dreams.
Oh, the hopes and dreams. What was your favourite NPC moment though? In the starting bit, 'cause I really enjoyed when you were having the cutscene of when you get the betrayal of Loghain and just the moments of just seeing that all happen
through Ostromar.
Yeah, through that starting area.
Kind of stuff. Well, it's hard to beat. Swooping is bad.
Yeah, that's very true. Swooping is bad
is just up there forever with me. It's just so funny. It's so funny. It creases me up every time I think about it. And I got you we got the stickers.
Yeah, we got the stickers everywhere.
Everything's
stuck it.
I can't. Yeah, it's different. So apart from that, I think meeting King Kaelin.
Yeah, there you go. You remembered his name.
It is, and then I checked. It is Kaelin. So
I'm so proud of us.
Screw you, me from 20 minutes ago. You said Kaelin. You're wrong.
Kane.
You're wrong. But Yeah, he's so hopeful. He's so just full of ambition and just nonchalantly saying how we're going to defeat the army. And he's really inspiring, and it's great.
He's really friendly.
And I love when I did my second playthrough, and I played this really bitchy wood elf.
Ah, yes.
And
you can tell you can be really mean to him, can't you?
You can be mean to everyone, and it's fantastic. I didn't do my first playthrough like that because I want to be good or neutral, and that's about it. But yeah, second time through, it's like, nah, you're all fucked.
I'll never get used to being insulted with knife ears, though. That
knife
hurts.
Ears.
That hurts so much.
Knife ears is a fantastic insult.
It is. It's great.
So
it's
much
true.
so that we used it in our D&D this time. Yeah. And you
Insult
put your
the
fingers up by the ears, the old knife ears, get told off by the council.
Everybody.
Yeah, knife ears. But how about you? What was your favourite moment?
It was the scene where just low game betrays.
Oh, that whole
bit.
bit.
That whole cutscene. To me, I'd never seen a game actually show you like an instant betrayal right at the start. So you had that. You had the joining of being Duncan stabbing him. It made me that's what the start of the love.
It locked you in.
Because I was like, oh, bad shit is going to happen in this game. And it feels like I'm really important.
Yeah.
That game is really good at making you feel important, like you're doing stuff.
And the choices matter, Well, BioWare do a fantastic job in their games of doing that.
And it ruined me for the rest of the games that make you have choices. And nothing matters.
Nothing matters.
Nothing
Everything's
matters.
wrong.
Yeah.
Oh, it happens so many times with me. You think you're doing the right thing. Nope, you're wrong.
No.
Well done. You did it wrong again.
Yep. The kid's dead because of you.
That opening cinematic of when the Darkspawn are attacking Ostromar, and they're all running
Terrifying.
in. That is fantastic.
Yeah, it does remind me of
how old the game is. It's really good, really good.
And it reminds me of like the Lord of the Rings, how good they are with that, the war CG in those films, and I feel like Dragon Age is very inspired by the Lord of the Rings, by everything.
Oh, definitely. Well, there's not a lot that isn't.
Well, no, that's true. But it's just...
No, they do it well. They really do it well. So, basically, I don't think I would survive.
I'm optimistic. I'm going to survive. I'm so powerful.
You're pretty feisty. I think you would survive.
I've got this.
Yeah, I know what I am. I've accepted my fate. It's fine.
I'm a wimp. I think it's more... I like the attention when I'm ill, so that's why I'm not counting it. I like being looked after. But... I'm going to survive. My optimism is going to get me through. It's going to power me through. Just like King Kalen. King Kalen.
Get me through, King Kalen.
You got this, buddy.
Right on the wings of King Kalen.
I don't have a low gain around. It's fine.
Oh, not that you know of.
Oh, God. Is it you?
It might be.
Oh, no, don't touch me.
But you'll have to tune in for the next episode to find out.
Ooh.
All right, you sorry lot. Drink up, we're closing.